So one question that I love, and I get this question quite often on the telephone, is, will it work for me? And I always ask people, what is it? See, because will it work for me? And they say, what is it? Now, some people get the gist of the question right away, and some people struggle with it. They think I'm kind of playing a game on words or something else. No, but I actually mean the question sincerely. Well, what is it to you in the phrase, will it work for me? And again, depending on the person, we go through this a couple times, whatever, but eventually they answer, well, will hypnosis work for me? Or will therapy work for me? And that's a very, very interesting question, because people who ask that question, and I mean this with all due love and respect in my heart, but usually they don't have a lot of confidence in themselves. You see, what works for you isn't some external procedure. What works is you. The magic is in you, not in the procedure, right? What we're doing with hypnosis and with therapy is empowering and turning on what you already bring with you. So when a person completely cancels themselves and actually put the power of the resolution of their problem onto an external procedure, or even worse, an external human being, and they say, will you work for me, or will it work for me? I mean, they're really, really, really far away, I guess, from themselves. In other words, they're coming from this medical model where, you take this medication, will it work? In other words, I have to do nothing, I don't have to change, I don't have to change who I am, I don't have to think differently, I don't have to speak differently, I can continue being the same person I was who created the problem, and if I just take this magic pill, somehow everything is going to go away. And reality is not like that. If a person doesn't take care of themselves, yes, of course, I take medication too if I need to, but you take the medication, and if you don't address the cause of the problem, eventually either the same problem or something else will come back. So your health, for instance, is really your responsibility. It isn't your doctor's responsibility, and it isn't the medication's responsibility. It's up to you to take care of yourself. Similarly, with therapy, or more mental sorts of therapies. In other words, the power that heals you is in you. And frankly, when a person asks me, will it work for me? What they're really asking is, can you tell me that I will get rid of the problem without having to change who I am? And I'm kind of translating that. That may not be the way you ask the question if you're asking this question. But in case that's the way you're thinking, I'm here to tell you no. In other words, the only way to get different results in your life is by changing you a little bit. Something has to give. Some correction has to be made. Let's be realistic, because if we keep on being who we were when we created the problem, we're going to continue to recreate the problem over and over. Now, that's one angle on this question. The other angle is, well, will it work for me? Meaning, I'm so powerless that I need something external to make me a better person. And if that's the way you mean the question, I'm here to tell you, look, with all due respect, it's possible that you forgot that the magic here is in you, not in it, not in any procedure, or not even in your hypnotist. The magic is in you. So in this case, we would have to start the process talking about what happened to you. How come you forgot about your own inner power? Your power to make your life better. You see, the magic is in you. So if you were to ask me, will it work for me? I would say, well, it is just an it. Therapy is just therapy. What works is you. And I'm here to potentiate that change. In other words, to help you, to coach you, to guide you, to help you discover your own inner power. That's really the function of the therapist. So I'll end with this little story. I was explaining this to a person once. It was actually a student who was asking me, okay, so what is then, if the solution is within the person when they come over, what is the function of the therapist? And I said, well, look, if a tourist gets off the airplane in a particular city and gets into a taxi cab and asks the driver to take him to a particular monument in this city, right? The taxi cab driver didn't create the monument, didn't create the airplane through which the tourist arrived. In other words, it's just the vehicle that took the person where they wanted to go. And we therapists are like that too. We are the vehicle that takes the person to where they want to go with their lives. Now, it takes an external helper there, in this case, a skilled therapist, to help you get in touch with that part of you that we normally don't have access to, that we call the subconscious or the unconscious. So it takes really specialized training and very, very specific skills to help you get there. And yet, I'm here to tell you, the magic is not in the it, the magic is in you. And if you're watching this video, I believe you have what it takes within you to make your life a whole lot better. And I'm eager to meet you and talk to you more about this, because you deserve the outcome that you so much desire. Thank you.